The Oracle of Omaha has some words of wisdom when it comes to saving money. If you want to change your life in 2023, listen to what Warren Buffett has to say about saving money. Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck and struggling to save money? Are you ready to take control of your finances and achieve financial freedom? Look no further, because Warren Buffett, the master of investing, is here to share his secrets on how to save six figures in 2023. Saving money is one of the smartest things you can do for your future, and there's no better person to learn from than the legendary investor, Warren Buffett. In this video, he shares 6 simple but powerful tips that anyone can use to start saving money and improve their financial situation. These are timeless tips that will continue to be relevant long into the future, so make sure you take notes and put them into action. Let's dive in. Tip number 1. Avoid unnecessary debts. One key money-saving tip from Warren Buffett is to avoid unnecessary debts. Buffett is known for his cautious approach to debt and is only willing to take on debt when it makes sense financially. Despite having the means to pay for his vacation home in Laguna Beach, California in cash, he chose to take out a 30-year mortgage loan in 1971. His reasoning was that he believed he could better utilize the cash for investments, such as shares in Berkshire Hathaway. This decision ultimately led to him becoming one of the world's most successful investors. "I've never borrowed a significant amount of money in my life. Never. Never will. I've got no interest in it," he stated at Notre Dame during a speech he gave to students in 1991. While a young Warren Buffett once borrowed 25% of his net worth to invest in shares, he now cautions against this practice. Borrowing to invest, or using leverage, is a risky strategy, even for experienced stock traders. Avoiding unnecessary debts can help you save money in the long run. By not taking on debt to finance non-essential expenses, you can avoid paying interest on loans and credit cards. This can save you thousands of dollars in the long run. Tip number 2. Use cash and avoid the use of credit cards. Warren Buffett is a strong advocate for using cash instead of credit cards when it comes to saving money. In fact, he has stated that he has never used a credit card in his life and instead prefers to pay for everything with cash or a check. This includes even when dining out in restaurants. He always pays cash instead of using a credit card. Buffett's reasoning behind this is that using cash makes you more aware of your spending. When you use cash, you physically hand over your money and see the amount decrease, which makes it more difficult to overspend. With a credit card, it's easy to lose track of how much you've spent, and before you know it, you've cracked up a large balance. He even mentioned that he has an American Express card, which he got in 1964, but he only used it twice since then, as he uses cash for 98% of his purchases. Furthermore, using cash instead of credit cards can also help you avoid paying interest on credit card balances. Interest charges can add up quickly, making it more difficult to pay off your debt and ultimately costing you more money in the long run. So if you're looking to save money and be more mindful of your spending, consider using cash instead of credit cards. Start small by using cash for small purchases and gradually increase the amount you use cash for. It's a simple but effective way to keep your spending in check and increase your savings. And even if you have a credit card, you can use it as a backup plan and not as a primary payment method. Tip number 3. Avoid splurging on brands. Another of Buffett's pieces of advice for saving money is to avoid splurging on brands. He himself is not known for buying designer clothes or the latest gadgets, and instead chooses to purchase more practical and budget-friendly items. For example, he's been known to use a simple $20 flip phone for years before eventually upgrading to an Apple smartphone in 2020. Buffett's approach to spending is rooted in the principle of living below his means and being mindful of his expenses. He's been quoted as saying, "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." Buffett's reasoning behind this is that splurging on brands often leads to overspending and doesn't necessarily provide any additional value or benefit. Many times, cheaper alternatives can provide the same level of quality and functionality as more expensive branded items. By avoiding splurging on brands, you can save a significant amount of money over time. In addition, avoiding splurging on brands can also help you avoid the pressure to constantly keep up with the latest trends and fashions. Instead, you can focus on buying items that you truly need and will use for a long time. Tip number 4. Go for cheaper meals. Warren Buffett, a billionaire businessman, is known for his frugal lifestyle, and a prime example of this is his breakfast choices. Instead of indulging in expensive gourmet meals, he opts for a quick and budget-friendly option like McDonald's. He stated that he doesn't like to spend more than $3.17 on his morning meal. Even in times when the market is down, he still sticks to his budget by choosing a cheaper option, like a $2.61 breakfast of 2 sausage patties and a Coke. Buffett's approach to breakfast is a reflection of his overall attitude towards spending. He prioritizes saving over spending and makes conscious choices to stick to a budget, even in small everyday purchases. He believes in making do with what you have and not splurging on unnecessary expenses. In line with this principle, Buffett also advocates for making your own meals instead of going out for lunch or buying a latte from Starbucks every day. Not only is it a cost-effective option, but it also ensures that you're eating healthy and homemade meals. By following Buffett's example of being mindful of small expenses, one can save a significant amount of money in the long run. Are you willing to make $1 million from just starting with zero? Then hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. I'll take you into the steps of making your first $1 million and become financially independent. Tip number 5, live below your means. Warren Buffett is known for his frugal lifestyle, and one of the ways he saves money is by living below his means. One prime example of this is his Omaha, Nebraska home, which he purchased for only $31,500 in 1958. The 6,570 square foot 5-bedroom house may be small, but it has served him well for over 60 years and has undergone numerous renovations and additions. Despite being worth around $1 million today, Buffett has no plans to move out and considers it as one of his best investments, as stated in a 2010 letter to Berkshire Hathaway's shareholders. He has saved a significant amount of money that would have otherwise been spent on buying and maintaining multiple properties. While some billionaires and millionaires opt for flashy sports cars and vintage models in their garages, Warren Buffett is known for his preference for practicality and value. Instead of going for the latest luxury cars, he chooses to purchase fixed-up automobiles that he can acquire at a reduced price. For example, he upgraded from his 2006 Cadillac DTS to a Cadillac XTS for just $45,000 in 2014. He also drives infrequently, which is why he doesn't need to buy a new car often. By choosing to purchase used cars or fixed-up automobiles, he has saved a significant amount of money that would have otherwise been spent on buying brand new luxury cars. When it comes to buying a car, it's important to emulate Buffett's approach by spending within your limit. This means not going for the first loan you spot and looking around for better deals. You can also opt for a slightly used model or a fixed-up car, just like Buffett does, in order to save money in the long run. Tip number 6, don't be ashamed to use coupons. Warren Buffett's frugal habits are well known, and one of his most notable pieces of advice is to not be ashamed of using coupons. Despite being one of the wealthiest men in the world, he's known to be conscious of his spending habits and is always looking for ways to save money. One way he does this is by using coupons to get discounts on his purchases. An example of this can be seen when he was on a trip to China with Bill and Melinda Gates. They went to eat at a McDonald's, and when it was time to pay, Warren reached into his pocket and pulled out coupons. Bill Gates' wife, Melinda, even took a photo of Buffett and his coupons to act as a reminder of how he appreciates a good deal. This shows that even a billionaire like Warren Buffett is not above using coupons to save money. Using coupons can help you save money in a number of ways. From groceries to clothes, coupons can be found for almost everything. By using coupons, you can save money on your everyday purchases, which can help you save hundreds or even thousands of dollars in a year. If you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and watch this one as well.